Hello, day 4 of Burst-A-Stars Detox, solid food vacation, juice feast, no chewing, no food. So today, to celebrate day 4, I decided to share. I have been going to church here in Lewisburg, the Baptist Church in Lewisburg, Ohio. And last week's Sunday school lesson was, I'm trying to find it. Yes, it was a faith that meets adversity head on. And oh boy, was it resonated with my heart. I love the story of David and Goliath and just his faith being what took out this giant. And I know we all have Goliaths in our life. Anyways, what I wanted to share with you about it is after the Sunday school lesson, they have a live it out. And one of them it was giving you some Psalms, suggestions to read, and then write. David poured out his heart to the Lord through Psalms. Write your own psalm to the Lord, acknowledging his faithfulness, praising his character, and asking for his help. Share. David boldly declared his testimony of God's faithfulness and character. Share with at least one person this week how God has been faithful to you. So we had decided in our Sunday school class that some of us were going to write a psalm and then share it next Sunday in our Sunday school class. So in honor of day 4 of my Burst-A-Stars Detox, I decided I will share with you. So here goes. Oh my God, my precious protector, with you and only you, of my life, I will always be the victor. Your grace is very much sufficient, even when I'm a bit lost and forget it. You are my rock, my solid foundation. I will continue to follow you through this renaissance of humanity, where you take back control of your creation. Your strength in my weakness keeps me humble and fills my heart with meekness. Because I am a vehicle for your will to be done, a new creature, I have no fear. Living in the now, I will not worry about the future. That little light inside of me has grown. It's brilliant and bright. In every corner of darkness, it will be shown. Knowing myself and trusting in my heart, because you live there, helps keep me on track, even to the doubting Thomases or to the Judases. I will love and truly care. A graceful mirror I will continue to be. In me, it will always be you that the others will see. Oh, and I did write the scripture down. The pastor had brought it up in church. I don't think it was last Sunday, maybe the Sunday before. But I love this scripture so much, and it's so fitting for today when there's so much talk of division and hate and all of that stuff, people not liking other people's opinions, people not liking other people's beliefs and thinking that they're going the wrong way, so then they have something to say about it, and then they don't want to be around those type of people because of whatever. And it was 4:02. The scripture is from 1 John chapter 4 verse 20. So there's my 42 in the scripture as well, and that's just a great confirmation number that I have with God. Besides, before I read the scripture, I just want to say this about the number 42. So to me, 42 means life is what you make it. And it all starts with thoughts. It starts with your thoughts. And if you cannot control your thoughts, then you cannot control your reality. Anyways, 1 John chapter 4 verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen? And And that one is deep, deep, deep. And I'm just going to say a prayer on this. This is a 528 hertz tuning fork. It is the frequency of love. And that is what love is. Love is not something that you give somebody else, or that you get from somebody else, or that you find in somebody else. It is literally a frequency, and you embody it. And when you embody that frequency of love, that's agape love. You can love the unlovable. You can forgive the unforgivable, because you, my friend, are then love. And that's what God is. So, whoop. Oh well. I hit the wooden part. I'm just sending so much love out into this world, and I always pray for a Christ-like spirit to just burst through everyone's heart, so everyone in this world could have a Christ-like heart, because that's what the second coming of Christ is Christ consciousness. And it's when you embody that agape love, and you don't tell other people they're going the wrong way. You just hold space for them and be the light, clear the path, climb up the ladder first, and reach back down with the helping hand to help the other ones. Everyone plays a part in our journey, and the people who don't see you, don't agree with you, mock you, any of that stuff, they are literally playing their part that you needed them to play in your life for you to stand on your own 2 feet, for you to have faith in your own heart, for you to trust your intuition, for you to be silent and be still and know that God is God. And then you can hear that still small voice in your ear, and you can hear it, and you can follow it, and you can listen to it, because truth is also a frequency. We're not in the age of believing anymore, or thinking or wondering. We're in the age of knowing. And when you vibrate at the frequency of truth, and when you vibrate at the frequency of love, you don't have to hope and think and wonder. You know truth by the way it feels right there in your heart. Which leads me to the other part of the authenticity. I used to always think that unconditional love was the highest frequency that you could vibrate at. And then a couple years ago, I realized that no, it was authenticity. So I am trying my hardest to be my authentic self. When I had my awakening back in 2018, that was just like what I put in here about in my psalm. I will continue to follow you through this renaissance of humanity where you take back control of your creation. That still small voice was telling me over and over and over again back then that God is taking back control of his creation. There's no more lies. There's no more manipulation. There's no more brainwashing. All of that stuff is coming undone. That's what's happening on the world stage, is for us to start questioning everything. For the last 7 years, I couldn't wait for the government to implode. I couldn't wait for people to understand that the government is fake AF. Like, it is. It's fake. We're sovereign. We need to quit putting our power in the hands of other people and claim our power back inside of ourselves. But that was one of the things that I kept hearing in that still small voice, was that God is taking back control of his creation. And another one that I heard multiple times was that I've always been comfortable. Hold on, how did it go again? I've always been comfortable making others uncomfortable. Geesh, Vivian, I guess I should have thought about this before coming and making this video. Let me think for a second. Okay, so I'm thinking that it was, you've always been uncomfortable with what other people thought of you. You always cared what other people thought. And now it's time for you, for me, and you, because we are one, to get comfortable making others uncomfortable. When you're speaking your truth, don't care what they think. And that is part of my authenticity that I am overcoming, is stopping walking on eggshells, speaking my truth, and trusting that I'm staying in God's hand. Like, if you're in God's grace, you're in God's hand. And what is greater in us, who is in us is greater than that who is in anybody who wants to be not of God, we'll just say. So with that said, I guess that was all I was going to share about this. I do have another video that I'm going to make that I'm going to share some of this book. So thank you for watching. And I'm sending lots of love and hope that everyone has a wonderful week.